Welcome to day 180 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here today, and we are talking about relationship growth and the growing process above my head, growing out of my head. Step 5 today. Step 5 is I for Inquire. It's all about, yesterday we talked about wondering and being curious and having willpower and sticking to it, no matter what our goal and objective is. And no matter how things go, we're going to continue to make steps and progress between where we are and where we want to be with respect to this particular relationship. I'm doing my relationship with my mom. Montana, in guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page, is doing her relationship with her significant other, her partner, Alex. And there's a write-up and a discussion of how she applies this step in their relationship, the things that they do. And I'm going to talk about a couple of things. And then our action item today is to inquire about one thing with respect to the relationship you're working on. So I'm going to inquire, which means ask, about one thing, or investigate. Let's say I'm going to write investigate too. Ask and investigate. I find the best way to investigate is to ask the source, especially when it comes to a relationship that we're in, about one thing with respect to your growing relationship. So what's one thing you're want to ask about in this relationship? And then share one lesson learned, or one continuous learning, or one improvement that comes out of you asking that question. You know, it's one thing to wonder about something. It's a totally another thing to actually take action and find out the answer to what you wonder about. You know, a lot of times we're curious about something, it flies into our head, and then it flies out as soon as the next thing gets our attention. We want to be more intentional as we go through the growing process. So some of the skills, some of the tools that can help us to do this, to inquire, to continually learn and grow and improve, are understanding the other person's point of view, right? Putting yourself in their shoes, being empathetic, being an active listener, scheduling regular check-ins and regular times to check on or check in with the person that you want to improve your relationship with. Ask open-ended questions. Listen to the answers. Be present when you're having conversations with the person. Actually reflect on the answers and maybe take some notes and document the conversations so that you remember the key points, the most important things. So if you want to go back and clarify about something, you can do that. One thing I learned about us human beings is we all can see the same thing, yet take totally different things away from an experience. If you ever listen to eyewitness accounts of an accident or of a crime or of anything, you'll know that 50 people may have seen the same exact event go down, but each of the 50 people will have a different way of seeing and describing what they actually saw. It's like if you go to a party and everybody's having a great time and you're having a bad time. Your experience and you describing that party is, and your experience there, is going to be very different than the other people that are having a really great time. So the people, if you ask the people about the party and we're having a good time, they say, oh, it was an awesome party, best party ever, da, 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 da. And then if they ask you, you're like, yeah, no, I thought it was a horrible party. Well, how can the same people be at the same experience and have absolutely, completely, totally different personal experiences? Because that's how we are as human beings. We all experience life through the filter of our selves, our being, through our thoughts, beliefs, past experiences, current stressors, what's going on in our life right now, what is top of mind for us when we're having that experience, etc. So those are things we want to consider. So what are we doing today for our action item? We're just going to inquire about one thing in the relationship that we're working on for the growing process. I'm going to inquire, ask, and investigate some things about my mom that I'm curious about from yesterday. And I got to see her yesterday, but had my granddaughters there, so it's always like a three-winged circus because they're so energetic and awesome. But I will make a point of finding some time today to, you know, just have a little chat with her and inquire and ask some things and be open just to learning more about her, right? Because that's how our relationships grow, is by understanding and being open to what's important to the other person. All right, any questions? Hit me up. Of course, Montana's story, how to improve your relationship with, I'm sharing with your mom. That's what I'm doing as part of the write-up, because that's the one I'm doing. And that's it. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an absolutely fantastic Friday. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.